diet may little help a man who will not change his thoughts. When a man makes his thoughts healthy, he no longer desires unhealthy food. Clean thoughts make clean, healthy habits. The so-called saint who does not wash.
Blow, Cat, what's up? Welcome to the live. Yo, for those who don't know, man, my name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music. Some would say it's...
If you've been in a car accident...
Sorry. Some would say it's some of the best music in the world. And this is what it is. What y'all up to? Cat, January, Keith, Maxine, Jacqueline, Davis, what's up? Welcome to the live. My name is Hoodie, for those who don't know. I make music.
I remember the evening I was sitting at home.
I guess I'm playing some smooth
and my best
shit.
friend came over.
I'm gonna show the R&B. What's up? Welcome to the live.
I ain't even
I want some
have
more
to
of that
ask
shit.
him what wrong. He looked at me. He said, I didn't go to work today.
I want
He said,
some
I
more
found
liquor.
my
This shit about to put me to sleep. Hold up.
to
Sorry.
the traveling.
That shit's about to put me to sleep. I'll be honest. Fuck that. Let's play this. Hey. What's up? Welcome to the live. I don't have any plans or strategies whatsoever. I just came to make friends.
What I say?
Let's talk.
Eyes wide shut, stop wondering why us. Still the night might bust. We come with the right stuff. Little night lights up. The light inside us. The fire inside us. The volume is high up. Do you know how in the past it feels when everybody else around you looking oh so real? Don't lie like Trump. Don't lose my trust. If you do, we gon' have to move till we pull up. Skimming. Fuck the red lights. Turn the headlights. Leave a dead mic over there with some dead mics. Doors spread like suicides on the hillside. You decide if you do or die. It's you and I. Start cross like a nice guy. Live a nice guy. Body car trying to high sign. Tell him bye bye. And me off like a white guy. Buzz light guy. And beyond to the next light. Work it out.
This is my song, Glass. So my name is Hoodie, I make music, this is my song. If you're not already following me, follow. Smash that follow button, y'all. Smash the follow button and follow the kid. But I'm also more invested in having dope conversations. That's what I be up on here. Freya, S Freya, appreciate the follow, man. Yo. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the live, keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live. Follow. Let's grow this following up. How y'all feeling? Appreciate you, Freya. Let's get it poppin'. Keep liking the live, keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live. Let loose the bird. You know he's knocking at the door, don't let loose the bird in. You will not win, you cannot only get to heaven breeze with 11 T's. They gon' be singing memories, thinking love and lead you in peace. You're gonna see, but you cannot breathe in it. Lead on through a demons of your beliefs. Do you know how an imposter feels when everybody else around you looking up so real? I'ma talk my shit, live life like this. Burn the town down to the wood tip till they work it out. Appreciate you, Freya. Thank you for that. Do I have Cash App? Nah, I heard Cash App scams people, so I stay away from Cash App. Sorry. Yeah. If you're not already following me, follow me, man. My name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. This is my song, Glass. And I'm just in here jamming. But I really come up here to have dope conversations. I want to meet people, talk to people, and get it poppin'. So let me know what it is. What y'all do? Oh, actually. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. There we go. Yup. Like, share the live. Oh, actually, I probably should have showed y'all a video for this. Check it out. This is the video.
You gonna say it down. Work it out. Do it now. Break it down.
Swan Artistry, what's up? Bella Christopher, thanks for following me. Appreciate it.
Like glass.
Yeah. That's my song Glass. Tap in. Bella Christopher. Appreciate the love. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, y'all make sure to tap in with the kid, man. Tap in with me. That's my song, Glass. I got a whole project called Glass. And I think this is it right here. This is all my music. Oh, this was a crazy one. What's up? What are y'all up to? Tolly4, appreciate the love. I appreciate you because you all about doing stuff and making stuff happen. Appreciate you, Swan Artistry. Thank you. Yeah, man, today is a day. Like, I'm really making shit happen right now. We got this live show. We got a live concert we about to do in Miami. And so we going crazy right now for the live show. And at the same time, we also like, I'm just doing a lot. After this, I got to leave and go to the studio and meet with these people. And then tomorrow we had another studio, meet with some other people. So it's good. These be like good problems to have. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep playing all these freestyles I did. Yeah, man, if you're not already following me, follow me. My name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist, but I like coming up in here having dope ass conversations. You know what I'm saying? So if you got any kind of cool topics, let's talk about it. Yesterday, crazy enough, we ended up talking about like whatever kind of Kansas City, you know, mass shooting, I guess it was. And that shit was crazy. And I had no idea we was gonna get into that conversation, but we was. But I be up in here trying to meet new people, meet cool people. And let's get it popping over here. You know what I'm saying? Shane Russell, what's up? Candy, what's up? Virginia Black Mom, what's up? Where y'all from, man? Where's everybody from? Where's everybody from? What is everybody doing? What does everybody like to do? What's your passion? What drives you? What excites you about life? What's some good books that y'all reading? What's some good movies y'all have seen? A crazy ass movie that I saw recently was a movie called Triangle of Sadness, right? I was a Ghana, right? Here's a crazy story. Calvin Edwards, New Orleans. New Orleans in the house, and oh, it's popping. I mean, I shared a story yesterday. I went to the French Quarter, bro, and I did not have a good eating experience. They fucking deep fried an entire crab. I thought it was gonna be like regular crab meat deep fried, but it was a whole crab with the shell and everything. And I was pissed. I was eating that shit real upset. Like, damn. I was younger, so I didn't know how to send shit back at that time. So I was eating this shit like, what the fuck is this? I hate this place. I hate it here. What is this place? This is New Orleans. I hate it here. I don't want to be here anymore. This place is terrible. This is terrible. So that was my experience. But yeah, it's crazy. Kansas City, Missouri? Yeah, because it's Kansas City, Missouri, and it's Kansas City, Kansas, right? Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, I know a girl from Kansas City, Missouri now, but I don't know nothing about it, man. Like, what's the dopest place in your city? Like, what is your city known for? Like, I'm from Miami. My city's known for parties and shit. Parties and drugs, like Miami Vice and shit like that. What's your city known for? Kansas City, Missouri, right? Was it soft shell crab? It was soft shell crab, I suppose, but the shell sucked. I didn't like it. It was just terrible. I don't know what I was supposed to do with that shit, but I was very upset. I was like, man, these motherfuckers tried me like no one has ever tried me before in the universe. What is this supposed to be? Music Biz Mastery, thank you for the follow. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen, sharing the live, liking the live. Don't be afraid to hit this gift. Help me reach this gift. What is this? Gift, live, gift. What is it? My goal. Don't be afraid to hit that goal. Barbecue. Kansas City, Missouri is known for barbecues. I did not know that. I probably would have never known that. Let me ask you a question. If somebody don't eat meat, can they still enjoy a barbecue? You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I was vegan for a minute. Now I'm back on fish. But I still don't be going to barbecue spots. So I'm like, them motherfuckers ain't got nothing for me. They trying to give me like ribs, cow, pork. They trying to give me other shit. But like, if there's something I can eat in there, I'll definitely go. Kimberly, I love soft shell crab. Had a sandwich made from one and it was awesome. Damn, cheese, thank you for the follow. Now make sure to keep tapping the screen, sharing the live so we can get it hyped up in here and more people can see it. We can have a dope conversation. Cheese, appreciate you. Soft shell crab? Nah, I can't, I don't know. But whatever they gave me infuriated me. It wasn't some shit that I was excited for at all. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the South Florida in me and I'm so used to like seafood being seafood, but whatever they did, I felt disrespected. I was like, why the fuck does this whole crab still have its whole body still on it? Y'all didn't crack this shit? Y'all just deep fried this shit? Y'all just grabbed it and dropped it in grease? I don't like this place. I immediately, it was a wrap for the whole city. I was like, man, I'm out of here. Whatever else, I'm leaving. I want nothing to do with New Orleans after this shit. That's my experience. This is a cool stud. Hey man, I've gotten that. On the other platform I was streaming on, everybody was asking me like what my pronouns was and what I was born as. Just so anybody knows, Cheese, I'm Paige. Nice to meet you, Paige. John Griston, just so everybody knows I'm a male. I was born a male. This is a cool stud. Nah, yeah. I know I got soft features and shit, and I can't help that shit. But yeah, I was born a male, and I've always been a male, and I hope to always be a male. You know what I'm saying? I hope nothing happens to me. Grilled fish, but barbecue, not really known for its pescatarian side. That's tough, bro. That's tough. I would go to a spot like that, but that's crazy. CC. Nah, I'm telling you, I know I got them soft features and shit, but nah, I am a boy, Damon. It's crazy. You sound like Diddy. I don't know what Diddy sounds like in this context. I guess, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I actually don't want to be compared to Diddy right now, bro, because that nigga going through some shit. He got cases out the woodworks. And the sad truth is, coming from Miami, you know, like, more cases are going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, dog, if they suing that nigga now, like, there's a lot of stories that people have just told. Like, there's a lot of shit about that nigga. Like, it's a lot to come out when it comes to zesty with it. I don't know what zesty mean in this instance, so nah. Nah. I hope I'm not zesty with it whatsoever. But yeah, man. Dog, I was really getting that on my... Zorenzo, what up? Zorenzo, you gotta hit me up, man, because one, we got a concert coming up, and then two, we about to release music that got you in it. If you haven't heard the song that we got called Nowhere, you're on it. So like, tap in, bro. I gotta get all your information right so that make sure you get paid and get all your credit and everything. But yeah, bro. I was Zorenzo, he could vouch for me, bro. Zorenzo knows I was born a male. You know what I'm saying? On the other app that I was streaming on, I was getting that shit like every day. They was like, what's your pronouns? What were you born as? I'm like, yo, look, bro, I know I got soft features, dog, but I hate to break it to you. I'm exactly I'm exactly what I'm saying I am. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. That's what it breaks down to. But yeah, man, what are y'all up to, man? It's 5:16 on the East Coast. He, him. There you go. Tell him, Zorenzo. Tell him who it is. I don't think your features are soft. Appreciate you, Swan Artistry. Yeah, I got stone cold features. You know what I'm saying? I've always said, like, yo, I know there's certain shit I can't wear. Like, certain people can pull certain shit off that I just can't pull off. I got friends that are into fashion, and them niggas can get real androgynous with it. And I'll be like, man, from afar, I'm like, dawg, these niggas are fly. However, I don't think I can wear what this guy's wearing. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I just know I can't wear it. Like Michael Jordan with the hoop earrings, I don't think I can pull off hoop earrings. Personally, me, you know? I've never attempted, but I don't think I look good with them shits. You know what I'm saying? Personally, me. Hit me Neutron. So I'm talking about. Let me borrow your EBT card, bro. I can find you one. If you need one, I can get one for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. What are y'all up to, man? What do y'all got going on? And somebody give me a song recommendation too, cause right now I'm just bumping my own shit. That's not my shit. That's Jameson the Kitchenato. Song recommendations. It's the confidence, art, into my art. You know what? You're probably right. It is the confidence that allow people to wear certain shit. But me personally, I don't know. Certain shit I just don't want to wear. Like, for example, the color pink. I've never wanted to wear the color pink. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It's just like, man, I prefer black or red. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I've just been indoctrinated. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm basic. You know? I feel like I'm one of the people that's easy to please. When it comes to shit, I be real easy to please. I went to the mall the other day with my homeboy. We ended up in G-Star. We in G-Star, we're looking at jeans. He seen some jeans he liked, and then he was like, yo, how much are these jeans? And they was like, they're like $225. And he was like, damn. That nigga sucked his teeth, said, damn. And then pulled out his credit card and paid for that shit. I was like, what the fuck? What you doing? He said, man. I said, you don't seem excited, bro. Why you buying that shit? He said, because I got to. I what the fuck you mean you got to? Who has a gun to your head telling you got to do this shit? He's like, nah, you don't understand. Like, I'm not going to be able to find these jeans anywhere else, so I'm going to have to get these shits right now because it's a deal. I said, $225 from jeans is a deal? And for these? Okay, bro. He was like, I got to get them. I'm like, okay, some niggas love that shit. I used to not like to wear colors, but I'm an artist. And because I'm black, I look good in them. Hey, that's a fact. That's a mega fact. Everybody got to know what's good for them and what works for them. Like, all the time I feel like I end up, so I got sisters. I got nothing but sisters. And I feel like a lot of times I'll give them advice. But then yesterday I had to check myself, like, you know what? I'm sitting here trying to tell my sister how to live her life or how to act when it comes to these men that she's dealing with. But in all actuality, she might be doing what's perfect for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, my method of how you should live your life might not be what the fuck you supposed to do. I might be like, yo, don't let them niggas talk to you like that. Don't let nobody treat you like that. And make sure that you move like this and talk like this and act like this. But she might be sitting there like, bro, you have no idea what my life is like. And God might have a completely different plan for her. You know what I'm saying? God might have it to where it's like, yo, she supposed to be outside with some of these niggas doing this crazy ass shit. So yesterday, I learned a lesson, man. What works for some people don't work for everybody, you know? And another thing I'm learning right now, too, is like, for those of us who's on the grind and on the journey for success, certain people not going to be able to come with us on these journeys that we're going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to bring my whole neighborhood with me everywhere I go. I want to be like, okay, cool, North Miami Beach is in here, and I'm going to bring this person and that person and this person and that person. But I'm being like, I'm faced with like a harsh reality nowadays where it's like, yo, bro, you can't bring everybody with you no matter how much you would like to. Shay, appreciate the follow. Powder Mama, appreciate the follow. If you're not following me, follow me. Follow me, tap the live. I'm definitely new in the live streaming space, but I'm going to keep going live. And I'm going to keep turning it up until I build up the platform and I build it up until what I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, everybody can't go, bro. Or whatever your journey is, everybody cannot go. And a lot of times we don't like hearing that shit. We don't want to hear like, oh, okay, I got to separate from the people that I was raised with. But the reality is sometimes those people are leaving you and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go where you're going, whether you believe it or not. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. That's the truth. So true, Powder Mama. You can't. And like, we do our best to force it sometimes and be like, we talk to people. When you're that one person in your group or in your clique that thinks differently, you find yourself getting drained a lot. You know what I'm saying? You find yourself getting drained a lot because you're doing your best to pour energy into all the people around you. You seen something, or you heard something, or you read something, or you had an experience that lets you believe in things like, oh, we can do this, or you can do that, or you can, you know, get a better job, you can get a better life, get a better house, fix your credit. You believe certain things, so you try to pour that shit into the people around you, and then you end up feeling drained at the end of these conversations. Powder Mama, for real. I'm telling you, like, yo, these are facts. I know what I'm talking about, because, like, if you're anybody who's like me, and you feel like you might be that one in the group that actually believes in different shit, and that one in the group that actually, like, pours into other people, you know that they're not really picking up on what you're putting down, and it might be infuriating for you, but the reality is, bro, like, it's just not for them, you know? And you could talk until you blue in the face, but what you're really doing is you're projecting. You're projecting what you think this person should be doing in their life to them and on them and around them. And what you don't understand is that they're hearing you, but they don't really want to listen to what you're saying because what you're saying is not relevant to them because they didn't decide it for themselves. So it's like you kind of just sound like an authority figure that's like judging them, what they currently have, and then trying to get them to be something different. You're trying to force them out of their comfort zones. And what we don't realize a lot of times is that our friends will quickly become not our friends if we try to force them out of their comfort zones, if we try to force them out of them areas in which they're like used to being in. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is everybody can't go. I've been faced with this reality for a long time. Because I'll talk to people for hours and I'll be like, yo, bro, look, I learned this about Andrew Carnegie. I learned this about John D. Rockefeller. I learned this about Napoleon Hill. I'm studying Steve Jobs. I'm studying Earl Nightingale. I'm studying Elon Musk. I'm studying Bill Gates. I'm studying Warren Buffett. I'm studying all these dudes because I want to get to the bag and I want to change my life because it's possible for me. You know, I believe it's possible for me. So I'm like, yo, bro, I do my best to tell people this shit like, yo, you can do this and you can do that and you can change your life. And bro, I just get drained at the end of these conversations and I realize these people don't give a fuck about what it is that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because it's not for them. They didn't go and get that information. They're not interested in that kind of lifestyle. I'm sitting and telling them how they can fix their credit and they thinking about, you know, what movie they're gonna watch tonight on Netflix or where they're gonna go out to eat tomorrow and tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, cool. So if you that kind of person, man, I'm telling you right now, save your breath, save your energy, and start moving into different rooms with different people. Mario Jackson, I'm telling you, start moving into different rooms with different people, and you'll see the change. You'll see the change in frequencies, and it'll fuck you up in the beginning because you'll go inside certain rooms with certain people, and you'll be ready to have that same conversation you have with your friends, except the people in that room are gonna have that conversation to you before you even have the opportunity to talk to them. You don't go and be like, oh, let me try to tell this person how to fix their credit, and that person As soon as you open your mouth, they're like, yeah, I run a credit repair service. What? Oh yeah, I help people fix their credit all the time. And I'm reading this book, and I'm looking at, I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, and I'm reading, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I'm reading Traction, and I'm reading The Science of Getting Rich, and I'm reading Atomic Habits, and I'm getting to the bag. And you're like, oh shit, here goes a person that you just met out of the blue that is 1,000%, already ready and already qualified for what it is that you was trying to get your other friend to do. You know what I'm saying? And that when you start moving into them kind of spaces, it just changes how you feel about everything, man. It changes how you feel about everything. This is true. That part. I'm telling y'all, man. Like, and y'all know this. Everybody who's agreeing, y'all agreeing because y'all know this. Like, y'all probably experienced this in your life to where y'all do your best to motivate somebody. Y'all do your best to empower somebody. You do your best to, like, share some information with somebody or, like, invite somebody to a room that they should probably be in. And they just not picking that shit up. And you getting frustrated. Like, how is this one of my closest friends, but they're, like, sucking at life right now, and they're comfortable with it? Like, you comfortable staying there. You comfortable complaining. Dog, there's one thing that I can't stand. Is somebody who complains endlessly about the same shit. Like, that shit is infuriating to me. That shit is infuriating to me. Because I'm like, yo, how can you complain all day about the same shit? You must love this shit. Like, you must love whatever kind of complaining. Like, you must love whatever problem you acting like you hate so much. Oh my God, let me tell you, dog, my girl got a homegirl. She will talk that shit all day. She'll talk that shit until the cows come home. Oh my goodness, there's a girl at the job today, and she think that I'm gonna go and do this. But what she don't understand is that I already done talked to this person, and I'm not that kind of person, and I'm not the one to play with, and I don't need this job. And I'm like, yo, I will hear her talk this shit all damn day. And I'm like, yo, I know I heard this conversation like in the 90s, like in a 90s movie. How is somebody in 2024 having the same conversation about the bitch at the job? Like, how is this still a thing in our community? You know what I'm saying? And it's just going on. And it's going on because people are comfortable there. I could sit until my fucking face turn blue and tell them, yo, you gotta read books. You gotta write down your goals. You gotta create a vision board for yourself. You gotta start like invest in a planner and actually stick to the fucking plan. Like, go get a planner and say, I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna take cold showers. I'm gonna start eating healthy. I'm gonna exercise every day. I'm gonna meditate every day. I'm gonna talk to God every day or whatever you wanna believe in. And like, yo, write that shit out and then pay attention to it. And you'll start seeing your frequency change, man. You'll start seeing your frequency change and you'll start seeing your life get better. You'll start seeing yourself get invited into places you ain't never been invited to before. You telling the truth. People have the chance when they get taxes, they don't think that. Right? I'm telling you. Like, they got the chance, bro. They do have a chance to change their lives and they don't want to. Some of these people, they just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to motivate people out there. Like, if you're that one person in your crew or in your clique or in your neighborhood or in your family or in your friend group or in your WhatsApp group or your Instagram chat or your group messages, whatever the case may be, your own email list. If you're that one person, man, I want to motivate you to like start hanging out with different people and don't be scared of that shit. Sometimes we feel like we're being, disloyal if we're not hanging out with the same people that we've been hanging out with. You know what I'm saying? Because they got this like verbiage in the black community for people who change. And it's like, yo, bro, don't let any of that shit get inside your spirit, because that's crab in a bucket syndrome to the fullest. They got words like, oh, you Hollywood now. Oh, you switched up. Oh, you acting brand new. Oh, you acting grand. Don't try to sweep behind my back porch before you sweep behind your porch. And then we got all this verbiage that just goes down the years. They say you fake. They say you're not being real. They say you acting grand. Or if you improve your vocabulary, they're gonna say you talking white. You know what I'm saying? Which it's like, I'm not really talking white. I just know how to speak properly. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I get it, because if you go into the history of it, English is a white language. You know what I'm saying? But then again, like, come on, like, people got to understand, bro, you have the right to grow. You have the right to grow. You have the right to change. You got the right to elevate. You got the right to walk away from a relationship that ain't working for you. You got the right to walk away from friends that ain't your fucking friends no more. Because what you don't know is that all them people that you're elevating past and all the people who, like, you can feel this separation happening, or you feel God, like, driving a wedge between you and somebody else, that's not on accident. That's on purpose. That's God letting you know and showing you a clear estimation of where your past is, where your present is, and where your future is. That person who you loved listening to at that networking event or on the internet or whatever, that person who you loved hearing what they were saying and they really inspired you, whether it be a sermon, whether it be a motivational speaker, whether it be somebody you met at a party, that person who you was loving hearing them speaking, like, damn, this person on their shit, they getting their money, their family is good, they live in a good community, like, it sounds like they really get into it. That person is what you can be in the potential future. You're yourself right now. When you feel yourself leaning that way because this person has the things that you want, and then the person that you like trying to bring with you is like, nah, resisting and being like, nah, don't be trying to act new right now. Don't be trying to leave and stop trying to invite me to these places and I ain't trying to go over there. And you know, all that shit is a scam. If you pay for a course or if you pay for a book or some shit or you pay for a seminar, they're like, man, that shit is a scam. That shit ain't gonna get it right. It's like, nah, you wrong as fuck. This shit is not a scam, man. I've been blessed to be in certain rooms recently that just don't make no sense at all. I went to a millionaire mastermind at this dude named Marvin Mitchell's house in Atlanta, $2 million crib. I'm only in there because my sister paid $12,000 to be in there. She paid $12,000 to be in that room to learn these techniques, and that nigga took her price from like $2,500 for what she was giving to $10,000, and now she still has the same amount of clients. She's just making $10,000 a day instead of $2,500 a day. I'm exaggerating. It's like $25 every time she sells her service. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, he elevated you 4x. Like he multiplied your value 4 times. So the $12,000 that you paid this person, yo, you make 2 of your regular sales now, and you've already made $20,000 just based on that. And it was something you could have done, but he gave you the courage to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your goofy ass friend from the neighborhood was not about to give you that courage to go do that shit. That person was sitting there complaining and talking about shit from high school. And that person was just sitting there and just getting through it. So I don't know. I always feel like really ecstatic and really excited to like motivate people. What up, CX? How you feeling? Welcome to the live. We in here talking about the difference between the people that are holding you back and the people that are lifting you up and trying to go forward, and how you can't be afraid to elevate, man. And I'll tell you from like personal experience, I'm going through this shit right now. I feel like there's certain friends in my life that I really got to separate from, but it's difficult, man. It's difficult, especially when you feel like you may have made promises to them, or you may have like said, "Oh, we gonna get there together." But like when you get it into your head and you realize, yo, your frequency is not the same as my frequency. I see that we changed and I see that we growing apart. You got to make that decision. Like, what do you want? Do you want your future or do you want your past? Do you want to relive the same shit that you've been living, or do you want to elevate to a new level? You got to elevate, man. You got to be like fearless about that shit because it's going to require everything of you. If you want to get up, it's going to require everything of you. Like, it's no different than gravity. It's really easy to fall. You can walk outside your house right now, trip and fall and hit the ground and be devastated about it. It's easy and it's free to do bad shit. But if you want to do something good, it's going to be costly, it's going to be tiring, it's going to be stressful, it's going to be annoying, you're going to be filled with doubt, you're going to be filled with insecurity, you're going to be filled with pressure and panic and fear and worry and hesitation and procrastination. You're going to feel everything every time you're trying to elevate. So I just want to encourage y'all, man, if y'all at that point right now where y'all got to make like a step to elevate in your future, I say take it. I'll tell you, just like I told my little sister, she was worried about some decision she had to make for her career. And I said, look, I'll tell you right now how to make every decision that you ever want to make for the rest of your life, right? The way that you make the right decision amongst all your choices and amongst all your options is you look at all of them like different doors, just a series of doors, and you say, okay, which of these doors requires the most courage of me? Which one is the scariest and which one requires me to do the most and which one just requires the most courage? You know, that could be taking that job or that could be quitting a job. That could be staying with a person. That could be not staying with a person. Like just whichever one makes you the most scared and whichever one comes with the most fear and whichever one requires the most courage, that's the door to go behind. You don't need to know about nothing else. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. And I told her that, man, that conversation alone changed her life. She moved to Los Angeles. She's a part of the fire department right now. And she thanks me every day for that conversation. Because now that's how she just makes her decisions. She looks at everything that she needs to look at. Like, okay, cool, what are my options? Which of these options requires the most courage? That one, that's the scariest door. That's the one I'm supposed to go behind. It's a really easy way to like do whatever it is you want to do. Trust me. That's like a good barometer that I use to make my decisions right now. Appreciate you for sharing the live, CX. Thank you. Absolutely. Nah, man, I'm telling you. But yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of rambling right now. What are y'all up to? Have y'all been in that situation? Have y'all been in a situation where y'all feel like y'all probably are not connecting the same way with people that you were raised with? They could be friends, they could be family, they could be co-workers, ex-co-workers. They could be even somebody you in a relationship with at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Because these things happen to us more often than we like to admit. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody ever wants to talk about how they grew past somebody that they love. You quick to tell a person how you threw a terrible person away. Like, yo, this person was a piece of shit and I'm glad I got out of that relationship. It's like, yeah, we quick to tell people about that shit. But how often are you quick to like tell somebody about how you had to move away from somebody who you actually love? Like, I still love this person. This person is still awesome. But we just not on the same shit no more. Like, this person want to watch TV. I want to read a book. This person want to go party. I want to plan and get some shit together. I want to be rich. I want to live a good life. This person want to save money to go on a vacation for 4 days and empty their bank account and then come back broke. I want to like build my bank account up and make it so that I don't need to save money for vacation. I could just go. You know what I'm saying? Like our goals are different. And so by necessity, our life paths are different. But yeah, y'all tell me, man, have y'all been in a situation where it's somebody who you really love, you really mess with? It could be a parent. It could be it could even be your children, which is even scarier. You know what I'm saying? How do you grow a divide between somebody who you birthed? And the same thing with your parents. How you grow a divide from people that, you know, raised you? I mean, I think maybe it's easy beefing with your parents because it kind of probably always felt like they didn't understand you, but it's still tough, you know? And I feel like some people can make these like the necessary changes and still keep it. Audrey Fleming, thanks for the follow. If you're not following me, man, make sure to follow me. Please do. Yeah, I feel like some people can make that transition between like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing and then keep these people with me. But most people who are like going for success or going for happiness, they know. CX, thank you for the love. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the hand hearts. I appreciate you. Like, hand hearts. Thank you so much. You got me halfway to my goal. I appreciate you, CX. You're the best. Thank you. Yeah, I'm building up the channel right now, man, so I got to put the work in. You know, I feel like these early stages on building up my TikTok, it's kind of like when you growing your hair. In the beginning, you got to go through them phases. It's like, I'm kind of, when your hair is like right here, you be like, I'm kind of ugly right now. You know what I'm saying? When you in between what a nice haircut look like and then kind of what it don't look like, you're like, I'm pretty Uggs right now. But I'm gonna keep up the grind. I'm gonna get to being beautiful soon enough. Appreciate you, CX. Yo, thank you so much, CX. I appreciate you. You got me to my live goal. You're the best. And thank you so much. Can y'all hear those sound effects or is it just me? Appreciate you so much, CX. You're the best. Thank you for helping me get to that goal. I really, really, really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm over here trying to do the exact same thing at the exact same time. Blam, blam. I'm still actually figuring out how to work this too. So hopefully, I gotta give myself grace too, man. I think I be so pressed sometimes. For those who don't know, man, I really go through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah! Screaming. I really be going through like a lot of shit in terms of like, I think based on the way that I was raised, I got a lot of thoughts that play in my mind before I do things. And a lot of it is just based in fear. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is based in fear. CS, you are talented. Thank you, CS. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I saw you follow me on the gram. I think I followed you back too. I appreciate you. You're the truth. I appreciate the love. But yeah, like I think about a lot of shit. I could be very much so like an overthinker. And I could sit and I could like think too much about whether I'm gonna go down this route or that route. And I don't know. I want to build myself up. Every day I do something different that like allows me to build myself up so I can be a better person. I got this image in my mind of who I want to be, and I'm not there yet, but I feel like these goals in our minds of like who we want to be. You feel me? Who we want to be, where we want to go, what we want to have, who we want to be with, what kind of relationships we want, what kind of like children we want to raise. I think if we have these visions in our mind of who it is that we want to be, we're more likely to get there, you know? Rather than if we just sit around and act like, okay, well, I'm going to just keep working my job and then eventually life going to get good for me. It's like, nah, it's not going to get good for you. You got to map it out. Exactly. You got to map it out and you got to give these people something to get behind. You know what I'm saying? You got to give these people something to believe in. And when you can map that shit out, like, I can show y'all this. I've been grinding in recent times saying, okay, I really gotta like plan it out. You know, I didn't know what my plan or what my life was supposed to look like. I was just like, man, I'm gonna keep grinding until I get it. And it wasn't until like I had a really bad rejection happen to me recently. Like I went up to Atlanta. I was a part of this thing, and I signed an NDA, so I can't talk about it at all. And this is the internet, so I gotta be smart. But like I was a part of this thing, and man, they just straight up rejected me. And I was like, wow, that shit hurts like thunder. even though it's like weird, it's like I know I'm good at this thing, and y'all all know I was good at this thing. So much, like it's just crazy. But I didn't cry about that shit. I was like, man, that shit infuriated me. But what it let me know is that I got to do my own thing. I can't wait on nobody to give me an opportunity. I got to make my own. And so I went back to the crib. Don't let that discourage you. Kiana, yeah, that shit definitely discouraged me. That shit felt like a blow to the stomach. And I was like, damn, this shit sucks. This is terrible. But you got to go through them rejections. I came back to the crib and I was like, man, I got to map this shit out. And so, oh, it's backwards. Let me see. How do I flip this again? I literally knew how to do it. Oh, there it goes. Bam. So I came back here and I put a plan together. You know what I'm saying? I got a target for how much money I want to hit this year, 500,000, with a profit goal of 30%, 150K. Key metrics, like I got to monitor my bookings. I got to monitor my paid partnerships. Yeah, I don't know why this does this. I got to monitor all the stuff that, you know, just everything. Release music, live experiences. Like I just got my shit mapped out. Maybe you're greater than that company, so maybe that's why it didn't work out for you. Kiana, you speaking to my soul right now. You are speaking to my absolute soul. I've been reading books about that shit. That shit was crushing, honestly. And you know what's crazy? Before I went up there, they had me talk to, and I thought this was strange, they had me do a psych evaluation before I went up there. Joy, appreciate the follow. Surround yourself with like-minded people, absolutely. They had me do a psych evaluation before I went up there. So they had me talk to I filled out this long-ass questionnaire, and I had to talk to a psychiatrist via Zoom for like an hour. I'm like, why the fuck do I have to do this? I'm with it, but what is this about? Like a psych evaluation. They're like, yeah, before we put you onto this production, we just got to make sure that you're not crazy. You're not somebody that's going to like spaz out, hurt yourself, hurt somebody else. We got to make sure that you're sane enough to be able to handle the potential rejection. I was like, okay, I'm going to go up in there and win that shit. I ain't got to worry about that rejection. But I went up there, I absolutely did get rejected. And when I left, I was like, yo, that shit is like psychological warfare. That shit is absolutely like going into a situation where people got to judge your ability or judge your talent or tell you whether you're good or not. That shit feels like psychological warfare. There's a lot of waiting involved. There's a lot of mind games involved. And so when I left there, I was like, yo, yeah, I completely understand it can make you feel less. Absolutely. You know, when I left there, I completely understood. I was like, yo, I know, like, I see now why they had me talk to that damn psychiatrist, because my mind is racing. I was having mood swings in the hotel after they had told me the news. I'm like, this shit is crazy. Are you people crazy? And it was like, yo, it was just crazy to me. So I said that to say, Kiana, yeah, it could definitely make you feel less than. It could make you feel like just I don't know, bro. And it's weird because it's like, I came up here and I showcased my talent, but my talent was dependent on somebody's opinion. Like, you like it, you don't like it, you like it, you don't like it, you don't like it, and then I'm just out of here. Don't like the way that feels. But at the same time, that's what you set yourself up with. Kiana, appreciate the follow. And CX, appreciate the love. So I came back here and I was like, man, fuck that. I got to get my shit together. I could do what I do. I'm an artist. I'm an independent artist now. I'm not going to do any of that industry shit ever again. And so I got a plan. I mapped this shit out like to the core. And you know what's cool? I'm not some genius for mapping this shit out. In all actuality, all I did was there's a chart. A friend of mine, he gave me start your own label. Exactly, Kiana, I got my own label too. But now, like, before I was kind of on the fence of, okay, either I'm going to do this all independently or I'm going to solicit and play around with the idea of signing to a label and making a partnership happen. But now I'm like, nah. After that, I really had a real experience with like, okay, because when I left there, I had a talk with one of the producers, and the producer, like, the shit got spiritual. He started talking about the dark side of the industry. And I was like, okay. They was like, yo, bro, your energy is a certain kind of light, and their energy in that specific room, I just be honest, it ain't that light. So I don't think you was gonna get through that competition anyway. Like, not that specific one. You know what I'm saying? I'll be real with you. And I was like, okay, cool. That make a lot of sense. If you on the dark side and I'm on the light side, when I walk inside this room, there's no way I'm gonna win this shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to win. Why would you want me to win? You know what I'm saying? I'm playing for another team. You feel me? The rejection was your blessing. Yo, I just read that in a book. You're right, B. 1000%. Independence is the best way too, because that music industry is wicked. Yo, you're right. Exactly. They envy your light. Exactly. Yo, y'all speaking to my soul right now, man. Y'all know something powerful. I appreciate this because I was going through it. I was like, man, this shit sucks. And I know that in my heart, I'm like, man, I know you guys are wrong, but at the same time, it still doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel good because I went up there with expectations of myself. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna show this shit out. I rap better than all of y'all. Like, I rap better than everybody. And I know how to write it. I know how to songwrite for other people. I know how to perform like nobody's business. Like, I do this shit for real. It took me a long time. You know what I'm saying? I want to hug you. Appreciate it. I accept the virtual hug. You're hugging me right now. Straight up, you are. Because I really feel like, I feel felt and I feel encouraged. And I appreciate it. Because that shit, it pisses you off, man. Because the opportunity was perceived like as a big opportunity. Like, yo, this was about to be something that's all over the world. This is an international thing. And I was like, man, so I remember talking to my team. People are getting excited. They're like, yo, you can go up there and kill that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go up there and kill that shit. And I get up there and right at the audition, like, nah, leave. I'm like, damn, there's no way that I'm that bad. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. I mean, if I'm that bad, then I'm that bad. Hey, fuck it. But yo, it just felt weird. So yeah, y'all really speaking to me right now because that shit was crushing. That was a crushing blow. And I was like, man, it sucks. But at the same time, it allowed me to come back and get my shit together. Like, this is my quarterly to-do list. I broke this shit up into the quarters of the year. Like, January through March is what I gotta do. April to June, brand partnerships. Like, we got everything sewn up. So now our approach is a lot different. I still got my team. My crew is still fired up. We're about to release a single on the 29th. Then we got a big-ass concert that we about to do in Miami on the 3rd of March. And so we still doing it, but it's like, it's irritating when you know, like, man, I can't let these industry niggas play with me, dog, because the shit y'all on is weak. The shit that y'all want to write. I'll tell you one thing, bro. I was on the stage. DJ Khaled was in the room. And I just performed, and the crowd is loving me. The DJ is loving me. And this nigga Khaled got up and he's like, man, I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know because, you know, like, I'm looking for a star. Like, I'm looking for somebody who's the full package. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for like a star. Like, you know, like, he said, like Lil Baby. Like, Lil Baby is a star. And I was like, I'm standing on the stage. I'm not saying that. I'm letting the judge. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? What are you talking about? Like, I'm on the stage, niggas start talking about how Lil Baby is a star. I'm like, you talking about a star? What are you talking about? And he was kind of rambling, but I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you talking about being marketable? Bruh, hold up, let's be for real. If you talking about being marketable, nigga, I'm marketable with my mouth closed. So stop, like, what are we talking about? And then they kind of just proceeded in that line, and I'm like, yo, this is, all right, I'm gonna take this L, but I'm infuriated. I'm infuriated, and this ain't gonna be the last time I see me because this is what it is. And, I'm happy that I'm not one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I'm not somebody who, like, is I don't know. I just left there. I left there feeling fucked up, but I also left there feeling kind of good. Like, I'm gonna figure this shit out. But yeah, so now we completely independent. We doing this shit solo. We mapped it out. And on top of that, I'm not no genius for this map. I'll tell you what. I filled in some of this information. I really went on ChatGPT. I went on ChatGPT and I was like, look, these are my core values. This is what my company's about. This is what I do. Write me a 1-year plan. And this shit wrote me the entire 1-year plan. And I was like, damn, this shit is so nice. I feel like I sat with a professional to write this. And everything it was saying was like things that I could do. So I'm like, okay, bet. This is a great plan. I'm sticking with it. A yes man. Yeah, exactly. A yes man. Like, I don't know. But I was prepared. You know what I'm saying? I was prepared in the essence of, like, I know my father used to tell me this shit. Like, I'll be honest with you. My father, every time I would leave the house back in the day, he used to always tell me, hey, look, I want you to be careful when you go outside. And I was like, man, why? He said, because you got some niggas out there that are just ridiculous, and some dudes will try to kill you just because of the way you look. I was like, what? He said, some dudes will try to fight you, hurt you, and kill you just because of the way you look. You walk into a room, confident, strong, knowing exactly who you are, and let's just say his girlfriend look at you, his girlfriend want to talk to you, whatever the case may be, nigga will try to hurt you out of nowhere. He won't even know you. He'll just try to start a problem with you, have a problem with you because of how he feel inside. So you as my son, I got to prepare you with that, and I got to tell you that before you leave this house. He used to tell me that shit every day. I used to leave the house like, yo, be careful. Niggas outside is acting up. Like, be careful, be careful, be careful. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, and I would go outside with that mentality, okay, cool. My father done let me know, like, motherfuckers is haters out here. You feel me? And I don't know why you might hate me. I don't know why you might dislike me. I don't know why you might just completely not like me or not want me to win or whatever the case may be. But I got to be prepared for that. I gotta know that, okay, cool. There's gonna be, for no reason, for some shit I don't understand, you won't like me. And I gotta be fine with that because I ain't for everybody, bro. And you got a fucking problem. If you got a problem with me, it's probably your problem. Because I don't got no problem with nobody. I want everybody to win and be happy. Your winning don't take nothing away from me. I heard this a long time ago. It was a saying. This dude said, a candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. And that shit always stuck with me for like 10 years. That was like 10 years ago. Somebody told me that. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. And it made you think like, damn, yo, that's true. If I take a candle and I use that flame to light another flame, this flame is still the exact same flame it was a second ago, but now another thing is lit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I always felt like, yo, I could be the littest nigga in the world and you could still be lit and you could still be awesome and you could still be whoever it is that you want to be. That don't take nothing away from me. I want everybody to win because my destiny is my destiny. You can't have none of the shit that I have and I can't have none of the shit you have. But we could both be bossed up together. And if you my friend and you get into the bag and you changing the world, I'm happy for you. Why? Because when you on that yacht party, I know I'm going to get invited. I know I'm going to get invited. And when I'm on the yacht party, you getting invited as long as you cool. You know what I'm saying? So we can do this shit together. It's dope to be rich and have other rich friends. Yo, at the end of last year, I went to CX. I'm telling you, like this is how I really think. Like, yo, you gonna be lit and you gonna be amazing. I know I'm getting invited, so I want you to win. Cause I want to selfishly, I want to go on that boat too. You feel me? But I don't want to go on their boat. You know what I'm saying? I want to go on our boat. I don't want to go on their boat. Cause their boat is gonna be filled with a bunch of bullshit. Trust me, it's gonna be filled with like dark shit, dark energy, weak people who got a lot of money, who end up doing bad things because you're a weak person that has the power to like satiate those intrusive thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You got money, but you a weak ass person, and you see a strong person who don't got no money come in the room, and then you try to pick on them or try to do things to them. And because you got money, you're paying to make bad things happen. Like, we don't want to be on their boat. We want to be on our boat to where it's like, yo, bro, we can encourage each other on this boat. You being a boss don't take nothing away from me because I'm a boss no matter what you say or do. And then all these women in here, we cool, we getting respected, they're happy, they're safe, we're happy, we're safe, we ain't violating nobody, we ain't tripping on nobody's shit, we not trying to take advantage of nobody. You know, if a girl says no to you, bro, that shit mean no, walk the fuck away, go away. But on other niggas' boats, a girl say no, and they gonna try to find a way to drug you, they gonna try to find a way to put hands on you, they gonna try to find a way to kick you off the boat because you feel small, you a small man, you're a weak person. And you can't stand the fact that somebody else is standing in their power. Somebody's not weak like you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's not a yes man like you. Somebody not giving you their value just because you got a little bit of money. Like, I'm from a city where it's a lot of money in here. And there's also a lot of girls who don't go for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you managing your own career? Nah, I got a manager. Yeah. I brought on somebody into my team that I've known him for like a couple years. And he's good. He worked at a management company out in Cali with like some dope people. He was managing Snoop at one point, Busta at one point, and a bunch of different influencers. So he decided to branch out from the company he was with. And so, yeah, now we decided to partner up and take over the world. So, yeah, I got a management. I got dope management too. Like, they're really on point. But a lot of this stuff at the end of the day is still break down to me. You know what I'm saying? Because my manager can't do nothing that I'm not willing to do. You know what I'm saying? My manager can't go into certain rooms and make certain things happen the way I can. They can only speak for me. They can only connect some dots. But they can't really bring that shit to life the way I can. There's still work that I got to do. You can have the best management in the world. You can have the best agents, and you can have the best, team in the world. But if you're not doing the part of the job that you need to do, then it ain't gonna work for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just rambling a lot. But that's what it is, man. I want to encourage anybody, man. If you feeling that, if you taking an L right now, whatever field, endeavor, family life, whatever it is you're going through right now, like just be cool with the fact that everybody's not going to understand, and be cool with the fact that what you're doing is good for you and it's good for the people who rock with you, and don't worry about nobody else's stuff. Your music makes sense. I love your new release. Thank you so much, CX. Thank you. Yeah, Glass. We got Glass. That's out right now. We about to put some more ammo into that, but we also about to release another single right now called Turn Lights Out in America. It's just time to release a lot of music. It's just time to release a lot of good music, because I got a lot of music that I just stored up, and I'm just going to put it all out into the universe, because that experience with them producers and shit really pissed me off. It's like, man, okay, I got to show you. I got to teach y'all a lesson, because y'all playing with fire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all playing with people who, like, really are going to go into this world and be extremely powerful. Don't do that to people, or do it to people. I don't know, but, like, you did it to me, and now I'm pissed, so I'm just going to have to kind of get my revenge. And I remember somebody saying a long time ago, like, the best revenge is success. Success is the best way to get back at somebody. If you want somebody to feel you, blow up on them, stun on them, you know what I'm saying? And just make it work. Make it worth their while. So, yeah, man. That's pretty much it, you know? I don't know. I don't have advice for everything and everyone, but I do know, like, when it comes to certain things, there's areas that I can help. And when it comes to motivation and staying positive, there's definitely areas I can help, man. I got like a recipe for infinite optimism. It's like a 5-part recipe. You gotta exercise, you gotta have a belief system, you gotta read good books, you gotta hang out with good people, and you gotta eat good food. You know what I'm saying? You do them things. If you do those 5 things, exercise, eat good food, hang with good people, read good books, and develop some kind of belief system. Like, it could be God, it could be the universe, it could be ancestors, whatever. It just gotta be something that's bigger than you. Like, you gotta believe in some kind of higher power or some kind of universal construct that's bigger than you. Because if you don't believe in something that's bigger than you, it's really easy to get depressed. Because you feel like your world stops at you, you know? Are you planning on having a listening party? Yes, I am. I got a meeting in an hour with these cool owners of this dope studio around the block. So I gotta go check them out. But yeah, I'm planning on having a listening party on February the 29th, next Thursday. So, you know, is that a week? No, that's 2 weeks. Yeah. In 2 weeks, I plan on having a dope listening party. I'm gonna have a listening party for the single, and then I'm also going to probably have a listening party for the album in March. But we're doing a single, then we're doing a concert, then we're just making a whole bunch of promo content. We're probably doing a bunch of other shows. And then at the beginning of April, we should start touring. Either the end of March, beginning of April, we should start touring. And we're gonna be doing shows in Miami, Atlanta, and Houston. Those are gonna be our main markets. But yeah, that's really what we're gonna be focused on for like the next couple of days, weeks, and months. That's what we're gonna be end up doing. But yeah, I gotta be honest with y'all, I'm actually very impressed with myself that I'm actually keeping myself up on this lot. H-Town, yeah, those are the 3 places. Miami, Atlanta, and Houston. Those are the 3 places for the first half of the year. And then the second half of the year, we gotta incorporate Los Angeles and New York. And that's just how our plan is set up. And so we're just gonna keep beating it up. So now we gotta reach out to venue managers, like people who manage different music venues and stuff like that in our 5 key cities. We already got the Miami market kind of cornered, so we know where we want to do our shows here. But then we got to go to Houston, and I ain't never been to Houston, so I got to figure out who we're going to partner with in Houston. But then in Atlanta, there's a couple of spots I know definitely we're going to hit up in Atlanta. So, yeah, this is the independent grind, man. Like, a lot of people think they want to be independent until you actually got to do the work yourself. And you got to like, okay, cool, put the things where they go, and you got to fall in love with this shit, yo. Whatever it is, you got to fall in love with this shit. So anybody want to be an artist, like an independent artist, and put this shit up yourself, you got to love this shit, bro, because there's going to be a lot of L's. There's going to be a lot of L's. You can't really do nothing about it, you know what I'm saying, except persevere and push past them, you know? Like, there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts to anything. I'm in the gym, right? I wake up at 4 in the morning. I'm in the gym from 5:15 to 6:15 every morning, Monday through Friday. And what that taught me over time is, bruh, there is no shortcut to this shit. There is no shortcut. No shortcut at all. I can't go to the gym, just be in the gym, and expect to get abs. Like, some niggas do that, I think. I think some niggas think if they just hang out in the gym long enough, their body's gonna get right. And it's like, nah, bruh. Coming to the gym is step 1. Then you actually gotta do the exercises. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do the fucking exercise. That's the point of being in here. You know, some people feel like as long as they go and hang out around people that's successful, that they're successful too. And it's like, nah, that's not the case, bro. Like, you actually got to do some work yourself. So there's no shortcuts to this shit. And trust me, bro, I've looked for shortcuts for a long time. I've looked for ways to like circumvent some of the like hand-to-hand shit. I've looked for ways to like get around having to do some slave work. But it's like, nah, bro, there's no way around it. The only way is to put your head down and do that shit. That's where I'm at with it right now. That's what that experience in Atlanta taught me. And that's what it was. And I'll leave y'all with this too. When I went up to Atlanta the first time, I'm around nothing but music executives, and they straight up like rejected me. They straight up kicked me out the room. Nah, we don't see the vision for your brand. Boom, move me straight out the room. I'm like, all right, cool. Later that month, I got invited to a millionaire mastermind at this dude Marvin Mitchell's house, and now I'm in a room full of independent entrepreneurs. And the crazy thing is that room embraced me. That room was like, yo, you're an artist, that's dope. How do you do this? How do you do that? What do you see for yourself in the near future? Do you think you can leverage this? Is it possible to do this? Like everybody's in there like, oh shit, like looking for ways to collaborate and looking for ways to build and saying, yo, but we believe in your shit. Like you going up, how can we support it? How can we get behind it? Maybe I can connect you with somebody. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like the music industry room shut me down, but then I come up in this room with just independent hustlers, people who are in different avenues and different fields that are just getting it in independently. And this room embraced me. Like-minded, exactly, like-minded. And so what that taught me was like, you might go inside a space that you think you're supposed to be in, and that space might completely and totally reject you, kick you straight out and make you feel like you're not supposed to be there. You could be a writer, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a dancer, a painter, whatever. You might go inside a room full of people that's supposed to be on your team. That shit might not work for you at all. You might feel like a failure when you leave. You're like, damn, what the hell is this? But then you might go into another area with the people that are like-minded, just like you said, CX, and that room just straight up embraces you. And they look for ways to build you up, and they look for ways to like, what do you need? What do you need in order to get successful? I believe in you, and I got $30 million in the bank. What do you need in order to be successful? And then now it's up to you to go back home, make you a plan, you know what I'm saying? Build that shit out, and then go back over there and tell them, hey, look, this is my plan. This is what I need. And then you end up creating something that was even bigger than them, you know? But and to say that too, like to that point, the most successful companies in the world were rejected. Like Instagram wanted to sell to Facebook or something like that, and Facebook denied them. And then they blew up to the point where Facebook had to buy them. Netflix wanted to sell their idea to Blockbuster. Blockbuster said, no one's gonna pay for movies to get shipped to their house. That's stupid. And Netflix was like, I bet. They started mailing DVDs, and then eventually it went into streaming, and now they're the biggest platform for movies in the world. Blockbuster ain't even around no more. Apple, they didn't really want to sell, but Apple was like scrappy. In the beginning, Steve Jobs, you watched the Steve Jobs movie with Ashton Kutcher? This nigga was on the phone all day trying to sell motherboards. Yo, do you want this? Yo, do you, to like in the 70s, bro, no one knew what that shit was, and nobody wanted that shit. So anybody who was talking the shit he was talking was like, what are you talking about a computer? What is that? That's only for real, like 2% of the population, like a fraction of a percent of the United States population want that shit. Because you can only sell it to engineers. Nobody want that shit. This nigga's on the phone like, nah, people gonna love this. People gonna love it. You're on the phone night and day, calling until his brain falling out. And then one day he got the right opportunity. The one guy got tired of talking to him, so he sent one of his associates over to Steve Jobs' house. This nigga went to the house. They was cooking up computers in a garage. And the dude was like, all right, what do I need to get off the ground? Steve Jobs sitting there, put his hair to the side and said, we need $500,000 and we need this kind of deal and that kind of deal. And he talking like he got big shit popping. And the guy said, okay, he agreed to the terms. Steve Jobs was brave enough to say, I need some ridiculous shit. And the guy agreed. You know what I'm saying? Like the guy agreed. The guy was like, I'll give you this and I'll give you that. He's like, no, we need this and we need this. And we need $500,000 in working capital. And y'all got to give us a credit line of $500,000. And dude's like, all right, cool, I'll give it to y'all. If that's what y'all want. And then look at it. Apple is the world's first $1 trillion company. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, they were rejected. In the beginning, it was rejected like nobody's business. So if you've ever faced rejection, just like how I faced rejection, it's probably a good sign that you're one of the biggest in the world, or you're one of the best in the world. If you keep going. If you keep going and you figure that shit out, however God got it planned for you to figure out, you'll find that you're probably one of the biggest in the world. You know what I'm saying? The biggest artist in the world got rejected. Jay-Z. They asked Jay-Z, that was like, yo, you're such a genius. You started your own company instead of going to a record label. He was like, I wish I could say I was a genius. The reality situation is that nobody wanted to sign me in the beginning. This is online. You can go look it up. Jay-Z was like, in the beginning, we went to every record label and no one wanted to sign me at all. So we had to start our own company. We started our own company, started pressing up our own tapes. We would put them in our truck, go to the record stores, drop them off, and then a week later, come back, pick up some money, drop off more tapes. That was just our system. We just kept doing it like that, and we had to sell them ourselves. And it was like, okay, cool. Like, that's your method. But he's not a genius for starting that company. He said, yo, we started out of necessity because no one wanted to sign us. Everybody slammed their door in our face. Same thing with Master P. Jimmy Iovine offered Master P $1 million to sign a record deal with him. Master P said, okay, I'm going to go get lunch real quick. He left. Him and C Murder, they jumped back on a plane. They went right back to New Orleans. He was like, yo, why didn't you take the $1 million from this guy? He's like, I didn't take the $1 million because this white man offered me $1 million. He don't know me. I could go back to the projects and get killed. That must mean that $1 million is worthless. Like, that must mean that's some bullshit. If he's willing to offer me 50 cents or 8 cents, oh, that's what's up. 50 Cent is in H-Town like right now. Dude was like, yo, if the white man wouldn't have offered me $1 million, I'm probably worth 20. So he went back to the crib, found Michael Jackson's lawyer, had to put together $20,000 to sit with his lawyer, and he lives there. Oh, that's what's up. I really got to go to H-Town, man. I'll be honest with you. Like, it's on my list. It's absolutely on my list. Like, I'm going this year, but like I want to go over there and hang out and spend some time because I've heard so many good things about Houston. Like, nobody's business. Like, I've heard a lot of really good things about Houston. But yeah, the biggest people in the world got rejected. 50 Cent also got rejected. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent got a video. He said, I was ready for my deal in 97, but I didn't get a deal until 2001. You know? He's like, I was ready in 1997, but they didn't want to sign me. I didn't get the right situation until 2001. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, if you truly have, when you truly have something special, most people are not going to be able to see it, you know? And I like to say, like, small minds can't see a giant. Cheese, what's up, Cheese? Small minds can't see a giant. You know what I'm saying? People are not going to understand what it is that you're doing in the beginning. I'm Paige. Oh, yeah, you are Paige. You just said that earlier. What's up, Paige? You Paige, maybe you should change your name to Paige instead of just Cheese. That way I know that it's Paige. You know what I'm saying? Just a suggestion for people like me. But yeah, like rejection, man. Rejection. Starbucks was rejected too. For real, I don't know the story of Starbucks. You please share it with me. That way I can know too. But I believe it. Like the biggest and the biggest and the most powerful companies in the world were all shitted on. Amazon was shit on like nobody's business. This dude was like a Wall Street guy. He said, I'm gonna leave this to go start an online bookstore in 1997 with zero money. It was like, yo, okay, cool, this is crazy. And so he left. He hit up some of his Wall Street friends, got a little bit of seed money, and he started this shit, and this shit was so random, and it was right before the dot-com crash. And so I was like, yo, this dude really had to go through it, and Amazon didn't really start popping until later on. But now it's one of the wealthiest companies on the planet because he was willing to go through the storm. He did it, and he got rejected, and he got shitted on because I'll be honest, that idea sounds stupid. Like, even now, an online bookstore, I mean, I get it, but I kind of also don't get it because it kind of sounds stupid. But then again, if you're talking about, like, if you have a bookstore and you selling textbooks, you might have a deal. Like, you getting government contracts at that point. But I don't know. That shit sounds stupid. I see you being on stage real soon. You have a gift. You are the gift. Oh, thank you so much, CX. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm holding that close to my heart. Like, I appreciate you telling me that. And yeah, I intend on being on stage. I'm definitely going to be on stage on March 3rd. So anybody who's in Miami, get tickets to my show right now so you can come and party with me on March 3rd. Let's get it popping. Founder approached over 300 people with his idea. More than half of those 300 people rejected him. You see, this is the kind of shit we're talking about. Yo, Starbucks, I'll tell you straight up out the gate. Starbucks, KFC, and McDonald's are the shit. Like, these companies are lit, especially Starbucks. I went in October. I spent time in Egypt. I'm living in Miami. I flew to Atlanta. And from Atlanta, we flew to Istanbul. From Istanbul, we flew to Egypt. In every single airport, there was multiple Starbucks locations. We was like, damn. In every single airport. Then all over Egypt, they had McDonald's. Like, they had KFCs everywhere. KFC was like the shit. And KFC was, I think, the shit too in Ghana. But it was like, these companies are everywhere. These companies are global. These companies are dominating in these places. You feel me? Being rejected over 250 times would be so discouraging. Honestly speaking, most people can't get rejected like 5 times without quitting. I want to know what the average, like, how many times can a person get rejected? How many times do you get rejected before you give up? Yeah, I actually want to know the answer to this. I don't know. I was looking for if somebody had a statistic like, yo, you know, most people give up after 3 trials or 4 trials or some shit like that, but I don't know. Either way, like, it's crazy. Can I take your opinion on my new beat on YouTube? Now, please. No. I respectfully reject that or decline that offer. I was excited. I was probably going to... Actually, I got to jump off, honestly, because I got to run to this meeting real quick at 7. So I'm probably going to have to get it popping. But, yeah. LL Cool J, what up, bro? I've actually gotten that a lot. Every time I wear a bucket hat, you know what I'm saying? But people have also told me that, like, yo, you're kind of like LL Cool J. Older niggas, like, niggas who was balling in the 80s have definitely told me that shit. Like, oh, you give me an LA Cool J vibe. And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, you talking about NCIS? Like, you talking about LL Cool? You talking about, I don't know where you see that shit from. Like, I know my generation, and I know the doing it and doing it and doing it, wow. Like that, I know that LL Cool J, and I know all the, what's the, I'm gonna love you better. Like, I know those songs, but you talking about some other shit. But yeah, man, nah, I think, yo, like, to get rejected 250 times shows a certain level of grit and determination that you can't buy. You know what I'm saying? Yusef, no, I'm declining that beat thing because I got to get off. I would love to. I would have done it in a different time, but I really got to get off. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna get off right now. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you're not already following me, please follow me. And if there's a way to turn your notifications off for the next time I go live, please do that. And let's keep building. But also, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank y'all, man, for the encouragement and stuff like that. Thank you, Muffin. I want to thank y'all for the encouragement and thank you for that Starbucks statistic. I didn't know that. I'm definitely gonna hold on to that one. But thank y'all for the encouragement, man, because I haven't told too many people about that rejection that I took in Atlanta. And that shit was that shit hurt my feelings, bro. That's the purest way to say it is, yo, that hurts my feelings. You know, because I've been doing this for a long time. So to sit up in the thing in front of these professionals and have them be like, you're not good enough, it's like, damn, I must be either insane or amazing. But either way, this doesn't feel good. But you got to shrug that shit off and say, well, I'm going to get back on the horse. I'm not about to get gun shy, and I'm not about to be scared of this shit. Fuck that. I'm sticking to my course. Y'all don't got to love my music, but somebody's going to. And that's what I'm doing it for. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Have a great day. Have a great evening. I'm going to see y'all later. I'm going to jump back on tomorrow at 10 a.m. I told myself I was going to do this all week. So as long as we keep like having these dope-ass conversations, then I'm going to keep showing up. Y'all keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. I keep showing up, y'all keep showing up. Let's get it popping. Muffin, I appreciate you. CX, I appreciate you. Everybody who's in here. HDHDHD, D Mandrell, Muffin, Money Mike, Roo Spa, Chill Beat, Black Beauty. I appreciate all of y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all later. Hopefully y'all follow me. Hopefully we can keep having these combos. And yeah, have an amazing night, man. Peace, be safe. Love y'all friends and y'all family. And yeah, I'm out. Goodbye.